Atlanta schools start back in a week and automated speed cameras will be rolling. But already the Fox 5 team found another school zone raking in fines from drivers who might not deserve them.
The Fox 5 team's continuing investigation into traffic cameras found two set up in southwest Atlanta, 2 streets away from the school, yet still handing out tickets for speeding through the school zone.
Fox 5 team reporter Johnny Edwards, who is leading that investigation, spoke with a former Atlanta police officer who discovered this problem. And Johnny, it was near Fickett Elementary.
That's right. Thousands of people have been ticketed there for breaking the law, but we found the school zone itself may not follow the law. Georgia code defines a school zone as the area within 1,000 feet of a school, and one of the cameras appears to be double that distance away. We showed the city and Atlanta Public Schools what we found, but get this, the city says it won't stop ticketing.
My objection and my fight was that it is an illegal school safety zone.
When these traffic cameras spot drivers breaking the law, they hold people accountable. But what if the cameras themselves don't follow the law?
Is this a legal school zone?
It may be a legal school zone, but it shouldn't be a legal school zone, in my opinion.
The nearest school, in Fickett Elementary, sits a long and winding road away. Yet during the last school year, these cameras on Fairburn Road cited thousands of people for speeding in a school zone. This camera caught Walter Calloway going 39 miles per hour, demanding $75 for speeding in a 25-mile-per-hour zone.
But this time the camera got the wrong person, a criminal justice professor and former Atlanta police officer. He noticed the camera not in front of a school, but rather in front of a church.
Actually drove back over here. I said it's too far. I said school safety zone is not that wide.
Calloway looked up the law defining a school zone as the area within 1,000 feet of the boundary of a school. The camera that clocked him more than 2,000 feet from the school parking lot. The other camera more than 1,600 feet away.
Your Honor, the city calls the case a disbursement error.
Calloway took his case to Atlanta Municipal Court.
And it's well beyond the 1,000 feet that's required by law.
A city prosecutor not disputing him.
The information you provided does present some credible and some information.
And a judge tossing out his ticket.
Rank the dismissal, but that only resolves it for your case because I'm trying to figure out generally what's going on with this particular zone.
So how is this legal? We sent questions to the school system and the camera contractor and didn't get much of an answer.
We asked them, are the tickets legally valid? According to data reviewed by the Fox 5 team, the 2 automated cameras have generated nearly 6,000 citations since they went live in September. And that's just through mid-April.
These people are rightfully due a refund for their citation.
The school system's answer? A written statement praising the cameras for protecting students. A spokesman saying the locations for the placement of both cameras were approved by Atlanta DOT and Georgia DOT. So how did that happen? The State Department of Transportation explained by email, Fairburn Road isn't a state road. So when the state approved the camera permit, it accepted the city's word that the cameras follow the law. Atlanta's Transportation Department told the I-team the school zone on Fairburn Road has been there for decades, essentially grandfathered in before a 2018 law reeled back school zones to 1,000 feet, to here. So the city says tickets issued through the camera system would be valid. But that law passed in the same 2018 bill that legalized school zone cameras.
It's an admission, not a justification.
Attorney Lester Tate says that is the measure, the current law on cameras.
They clearly know that the speed detection device statute enacted in 2018 requires that the school zone be within 1,000 feet of the boundaries of the school.
Earlier this year, the cameras may have targeted the wrong person again, a Fulton County commissioner whose law office sits just down the road.
I do not believe it is a legal school zone.
Calling on the city to right a wrong.
I think the city of Atlanta and Atlanta Public Schools and whoever was involved with the installation of this sign should lead the way and step up, admit their mistake, and reimburse any individuals that received the ticket during this time.
Now, if the city and school system won't do that, Attorney Lester Tate told us drivers could fight their tickets one at a time or ask a Superior Court judge to order the cameras taken down or file a class action lawsuit. A big problem, though, with the fine set so low, it's easier to just pay up. So Tate said this may be a case where it's tough to fight City Hall.
And so you did pinpoint that there was that school zone set up more around the church. Could it be that there's a school related to the church that justifies the speed zone being there?
Not presently. We checked with the church. Very nice folks there. They said there's no school there. There's no pre-K, no kindergarten, no daycare, nothing like that. Also, the tickets say Fickett Elementary on them, and the state permit says Fickett Elementary on it. So it would be a little illogical to argue that the church somehow justifies a school zone.
Right. Well, drivers who've been ticketed definitely deserve some answers and some recourse if they've been unfairly ticketed.
Absolutely. This does not do much to help the argument that this is not a cash grab. So.
Yeah. All right. I know you'll stay on it.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Johnny.
Thank you.
Thank you.